Hi, I'm Matt Young. I'm an actor and acting coach here in Suva, Fiji with Takuna Acting Club. And this is my Thursday talk with my friends in my community. If you like it, please subscribe below, share this with all of your friends. So today we are going to talk about community, Spirit Fingers. Because what's something that's been happening lately, is that I'm finding it hard to connect with communities of actors. Here in Fiji in particular, but I mean just around the world. And I don't mean connect with communities of actors online. Of course I can do that. I use all sorts of social media to connect with these folks. But I'm talking about just this old-fashioned sense of community. So back in the day, back when I was a Broadway dancer in the 1990s, this is before social media, so we knew where to go to hang out with each other. There were bowling leagues that we went to. We all went to the same cafe. You knew on a particular night there might be a performance night at a bar or a pub, and we would all go and enjoy each other's company and be part of that community. And it was a great way to network. It was a great way to get to learn more about other people in a non-sort of work environment. And I would go on tour with the show, and I would come back, and I would go back to work at the coffee shop I was in, which was also part of a big community, and someone would come in and say, "Hey, you're here. Are you available to do a reading of my new musical? Or can you help me choreograph something? Or there's a new play, and I need some actors to read it. Would you be available?" And I always said, yes. So now what I'm finding is that it's harder and harder and harder for me to get people to actually show up to community events. Unless they feel that it's a business opportunity or it's something to get out of it. And I guess I just really miss that. And I encourage you, I know that acting is a business, but I do encourage you to go beyond just this constant search for work and this constant search for money, and to re-engage with your community. Of course you can do that online. I mean, I encourage you to do that online. I guess the reason I'm saying this is because I need someone to read lines with me on Saturday. And I'm somewhat nervous about reaching out to my community because I guess I feel sometimes I'm let down by my community. And it's hard. I used to have this Monday acting group in Sydney, and we would just meet every week when you could. There was no big pressure. And we would come, we would read scenes together. We'd try to memorize a new scene every week. It was a great way to just keep active and keep going with our careers. But then, and these are all people that the founding members are all very good friends of mine. But then we would call each other and I'd say, "Oh, I need someone to read lines with me." Or, "Hey, Matt, can I come by and test out my US accent before I send it off for a pilot audition?" Or, I just need to hear this out loud. And we used to actually go to each other's houses along the way, even though there was still internet. So I guess I'm really encouraging you to just interact with your community. And I've had some wonderful interactions with my community this week, so I'm very encouraged. I have an actor who I've worked here in Fiji a couple times with. She was very beautifully, sent out a big sort of social media post saying thank you to a bunch of people, and I was included in one of those. And I mean, I love to get pleases, and I love when people say please and thank you. I'm very old-fashioned. I did an online masterclass this week. I was actually very moved by it because of the generosity of heart of the instructor, but also because I knew that she was bringing something to me and to my community here in Fiji that was really valuable and something that didn't cost much more than just our time. So I encourage you to interact with your community. Yes? So, if you haven't liked the Takuna Acting Club Facebook page, like it. I guess I could put the link. Yeah, I'll put the link below. I think it's always in the link below. And start to interact with that community. I do have a closed group for Fijian actors, so I mean, you just sort of need to introduce yourself to me and let me know who you are. I'm not going to open that group to everybody because I actually need, I want it to be for professional actors. I have Viber groups for Fiji film extras and all these sorts of people that want to be involved but don't have a lot of experience. So that Fiji actors group, I'm keeping more to people that have a bit more on-camera experience. But again, if I have an event, come along. If you can't come, just a quick text, a quick note saying, "Hey mate, great to see you, can't make it this time." And form your own communities, yeah? I mean, it's like, oh, community theater, that's how I got my start. Community, community, community. That is my wish for all of you today. Mwah. All right, we'll see you next Thursday. Thanks.